Hi everyone and welcome. In today's guide I would like to talk to you about silver, one currency that's quite important not only in gear honing but also for a lot of other activities in the game, and if you don't really pay attention to it eventually, especially after item level 1400 or when you start hardcore into rapport, you might run out of it. So today I'm going to share with you everything about it. Where do you get it from, how much do you get, and what do you need to do in order to be rich in silver. And before we dive right in, just a quick announcement: episode number 2 of my housing contest, Hell's Stronghold, as I shamelessly want to title it, will be held on Zinnervale EU, and this time I'm going to give away 100,000 gold to the lucky winner. Actually, you guys are going to give that away because I'm going to be visiting a bunch of strongholds. I'm going to pick the 3 of my favorites, and then from those 3 you are going to be able to pick the winner by voting in a poll. If you're on Zinnervale EU Central and you want to take part in this contest, you want to show off your stronghold, you accept taking some criticism from me while I'm reviewing it, and for a chance to win 100,000 gold, then please hop on over to my Discord. My Discord is linked in the description. This is my name, where you can find me, and whisper me your character's name. After that, I'm gonna add you to friends list. Please accept that also on my low level character on Zinnervale, and sometime next week I will visit your plot and have a video about it. Yeah, cool. Let's dive into the silver. So before item level 1400, or before you start really hardcore into rapport, which might happen or mostly happens a bit later for most players until they get used to the game, etc., or until they reach 1400, before that you won't really feel that silver is a problem, but afterwards it really just all of a sudden comes crashing down on you. So silver is a shared currency across all of your characters on the same server. Alts are the name of the game when it comes to silver. The more characters you play, the more silver you can farm, and this is basically the baseline of farming silver, having alts or playing multiple characters. And you're gonna see alts come up in several places throughout this video. Let's get into what exactly you can do to get silver. Number 1, daily quest on Lopang Island. This has been a way to farm silver all the way from the beginning of Lost Ark in 2018. Lopang dailies are a great way to farm silver. The more characters you have at level 50, the more characters can access the daily quest system, the Una's task. So the more of these dailies you can do. Your alts can save their own Bifrost points, so finishing 3 Lopang dailies should take you under 4 minutes. Doing this on, let's say, 3 alts nets you around 200k silver a day for literally 10 minutes of game time. I advise you to farm Lopang dailies on alts, since they are not in a hurry to gear up, while your main can do dailies that give you honing materials or other cool stuff. Maybe you're working on your Astray, right, or adventure tomes in Rohan del Yorn that require you to do daily quests. So there's other dailies that your main might want to do, right? The amount you get, the amount of silver you get varies based on your character's item level, but yeah, your alts can all do Lopang with Bifrost, and that's a great way of getting silver. Number 2, Chaos Dungeons. Again, more characters at 50, more runs, thus more silver. The rewards from Chaos Dungeons scale based on their item level requirement. Generally speaking, a tier 1, let's say, I don't know, item level 325 Chaos Dungeon gives you around 9 to 10k silver, while a 1360, 1370 Chaos Dungeon gives you around 70k, 80k. Each character has 2 runs per day, so it all adds up, making Chaos Dungeons a fantastic way of farming silver, and a great way at that. Not to mention they're fast, they're easy, and they give you other rewards for each of your characters that does them, besides this silver. Yeah. Number 3, the occasional cube runs. Any of them, quite frankly. I'm saying occasional because you need tickets to enter, tickets which you get from Chaos Dungeons, by the way, as random drops, or as a random drop out of 3 possible rewards from entrance ticket boxes sold by the guild token merchant, the Silmile Bloodstones. Good segue to another way of getting silver, which is this Silmile Bloodstone merchant. I always recommend you to join a guild. This is this is one of the reasons why. So on the cube note, the entrance ticket box, which can be found at this guild token merchant, can also give you silver instead of a cube ticket, right? 38,000 silver for a tier 3 box, which is lower than what you can get from a tier 3 cube if you actually get the ticket and do the run, right? The dimensional cube, which is an average of 80,000 silver at the end of the run. Lower silver gain from tier 2 and tier 1 cubes, and similarly the entrance ticket boxes give you fewer silver for tier 1 and tier 2, but very worth buying them in my opinion. If you have several characters, each of them can buy all of these ticket boxes individually. Having your alts in a higher tier means you can buy more of these boxes, right? Having your alts buy these entrant boxes is great because they don't necessarily need to speed up their gear progression or spend their Silmile tokens on gear mats like your main might want. Assuming you have, let's say, 2 alts, right, in tier 2, and the guild they are in has reached research level 3, which is very easy to get. They can purchase 4 boxes with these entrance tickets from the NPC, which at a bare minimum, if you get unlucky, gives you 210,000 silver in total per week for both of these characters combined, as they're weekly boxes, right? Yeah, if you get cube tickets and not silver, then these 2 alts make you 500,000 silver per week by actually doing the cube, plus all of the other cool rewards from the cube, right? So it's a win-win situation and great for silver as well. The more alts, the more weekly boxes, the more silver, so very, very worth it. Lastly, on the cube note, if you have several tickets, it asks you if you want to use all of them in one run. If you tick the box, you're going to consume 3 tickets but get 3 clear reward boxes at the end of the cube run, yeah? Even though you get the full loot from these boxes, the full loot of silver for 3 runs and everything else, you miss out on the opportunity of getting the treasure stage multiple times, right? Since you only actually finish 1 run instead of 3, doing 3 separate runs of the cube gives you 3 separate chances, let's say, for the treasure. Almost forgot that this NPC for Silmile Bloodstones also sells you just regular boxes with silver. Quite expensive in my opinion, at least for your main character, compared to the amount of silver that it gives, but you can buy 18 boxes per week, assuming your guild is level 3 research. These give you 45,000 silver in total, and they are all roster bound, so only 1 character on a server can actually get them, which makes their cost a little bit, let's say, softer, as you can use a lonely alt, right, and spend its tokens for this, or an alt from a guild that, for example, has a level 5 research, which would give you a total of 130 silver per week for your account. Normally, these 3 ways that I mentioned so far should yield enough silver for any normal player, since if you don't whale around, you won't have an abundance of honing mats but no silver. However, if you do whale, and by all means do what makes you happy, I don't mind at all, then you also have the option to exchange gold for silver at the gold exchange merchant in every major town. Second tab at the bottom, 1,000 gold for 100,000 silver. On a serious note though, leaving whales aside, you actually don't have to be a whale to use this feature. Maybe you're done with your gear, at least for the time being, and are currently farming rapport gifts, right? They take a huge chunk of silver every day if you want to go and camp the NPCs, so it's okay to do this exchange from gold to silver, not a problem at all. Or maybe you're hardcore flipping items on the auction house, right? And you make a lot of gold, but it takes a lot of your time, so you cannot really necessarily be bothered to go around and farm all the places that you can get silver from. Then no problem. If you have the gold, then absolutely use this exchange. Don't be ashamed to use it. Just don't use this feature out of laziness or out of rage, right? You're going mad one evening, you're out of silver, you wanna, you know, continue honing or whatever. Just don't do that, and you're absolutely fine with every other reason. Other ways to get silver is, for example, exchanging pirate coins for silver. In a way, you can go to Kalterherz Island, which is this one right here up in the north, and then you can free slaves. Every character can free up up to 5 slaves per day, and these slaves send you letters. Attached to these letters, you get a random amount of silver if you get lucky, and also if you pay more pirate coins to free up a slave, you have the chance to get more silver. Not the best way, in my opinion, to spend pirate coins freeing up slaves, even up to 1.8 thousand pirate coins for one slave, just so you can get in return, just so you can have a high granted chance of getting in return 20k silver. So it's not the best thing, but hey, it's a thing that's available in game, and if you want to do it because you care zero about pirate coins, then absolutely feel free to do it. Every character can do this, by the way, on a daily basis. Free up 5 slaves on Calter heads. On top of that, it's also a nice daily to do, right? A nice Una's task that gives you leap stones as a reward. So your main might actually consider doing this because of some other reason besides wasting pirate coins, because of the leap stones. It's a decent daily, right? Other places to get silver are event islands, around 100,000 per. These take place every day, but you need to pay attention to their reward table. Every event island gives you silver, it's there, right? But some of them give you as a main reward, or as one of the main rewards. And if that's the case, then the silver is placed at the beginning of the reward table. So keep that in mind if you're going there mainly for the silver. Lastly, but worth mentioning in my opinion, because it has been a way of making silver since 2018 when Lost Ark started, Booming Island. This is a long forgotten island, nobody really goes there anymore. Every character can go on this island except the daily quest. This is not an Una's task, this is just a quest that resets daily. You finish the daily, you transform into a pebble character, you go play a little bit of Bomberman, gather some flowers, and then you come back, deliver, and you get a box as a reward. This box can have silver as a drop straight from the get-go, or you can get a transformation potion, which is a very bad deal, or you can get this misc item, which is the luckiest you can get because you can sell it at any NPC for 10,000 silver. And all of your alts can come here and just do this daily quest. It's a very easy thing. Eventually, when you have 5 Bifrosts from 9 adventure tomes completed, you can easily have the 5th on top of the 4 that you already have for Lopang. You can have the 5th on Booming Island, and just do it for the chance of getting 10,000 silver there. I know it's few, right? But it's something. If you have 6 characters in total who does this, that's 60k a day, possibly 60k a day. So no, it's just something. Finally, one-time ways of acquiring silver. We're talking about sea bounties here, 400k here, a million here, etc. Rapport, for example, very many NPCs around the world give either purple or white items that reward you with silver after you consume them. Una's reputation. On top of the actual daily quest, there is also a reputation side of it. When you hit certain stages, gives you a nice amount of silver. Yeah, occasional login rewards can also be a source. Not yet, but possibly in the future. Also in the future, with higher item level caps, the silver consumption is gonna be higher as well. But the amounts that we gain are also going to increase, and on top of everything, there's gonna be new places where we can get silver. For example, South Verne's weekly dungeon, that's 1 million silver from there. There is Koku Satan with the rehearsal, that's 2 million from the Marks of Madness. Then later on, there's gonna be Marks of Dream for another 3 million a week. So there's gonna be more places, and obviously these current places that we're doing right now are going to give more silver as we progress through item levels. But these were the things that I would do, or I do on a daily basis. I hope this guide has helped you, and until my next video, I will see you really soon. Take care and stay safe.